end of our holiday season, we learned of the heinous attacks that Hamas perpetrated on our people, on the Jewish people. And immediately, instantaneously, many of us rabbis were flooded with all kinds of requests. What can we do? How can we help? Many people wanted to do all kinds of different things. They wanted to somehow do something to help the Jewish people in Israel. And perhaps the answer is quite simple. It can be found in this week's Parsha. The Torah tells us that Adam HaRishon, the first man, was placed in Gan Eden, was placed into Gan Eden, La'avda u'Lishamra, to work it and to protect it. But in chapter 11 of Pirkei Rabbi Eliezer, the rabbis ask, what kind of work could he have possibly been doing? Elsewhere in the Midrash, in the Gemara, and the Sanhedrin, it says that the angels that were around at the time did all kinds of work for Adam. They roasted his food. They crushed his grapes. He had nothing that he had to do. What kind of work did he have to do? And the Midrash answers, his work was ruchniut. His work was spiritual work. Because spiritual work is what we're placed on this world to do. Sometimes through the physical. And so we see the people of Israel right now, when they're asked to step up, even without being asked, they know they need to step up. And what do? Well, for instance, non-kosher restaurants in Tel Aviv are koshering their kitchens so that when they send food to the soldiers in Israel, all soldiers can be included, even those religious Jews who keep kosher, who are soldiers in the army. And how are we doing it? We're doing it with our own kochot, the special strengths that Hashem gives each and every one of us. Whatever your strength is, whatever you've been doing, that's what you need to now do for the Jewish people in Israel and for the Jewish people all over the world. So you see, La'avda u'Lishamra does not only apply to Adam HaRishon, it applies to all of us. All of us have spiritual strengths that we can use for Klal Yisrael, for the Jewish people, for our brethren, for our sisters and our brothers in Israel who need us now, and the Jews all over the world who need our strength, who need our spiritual strength to strengthen themselves and to really unify as the Jewish people should. Have a Shabbat Shalom, and we should all hear only good news.